Who's actually going to get the most out of a Premix cold beverage dispenser? And who would be better off sticking with a simple pitcher or a single-serve machine? If you've ever tried to keep a party stocked with soda, iced tea, or a custom cocktail mix and found yourself constantly refilling a bucket or juggling multiple jugs, you've probably felt that pinch. The real question is whether the Grindmaster Cecilware D25 Crathco Classic Bubblers can turn that hassle into a smooth, set-and-forget operation without draining your wallet. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the kind of environment where this unit shines. Imagine you run a small office break room that serves 20-30 people a day, or you're the host of a weekend brunch crowd that loves a chilled, carbonated mocktail. The D25 is built to sit on a countertop or a sturdy bar table, drawing power from a standard 120-volt outlet, and it holds enough premix in its insulated tank to keep drinks cold for several hours. What you get is a single tap that dispenses a steady stream of chilled beverage at the push of a lever. No ice cubes, no extra chilling equipment, just a cool flow that stays consistent even as the room temperature rises. Now, if you're someone who only ever needs a glass of water or the occasional soda at home, that extra capacity and the countertop footprint might feel like overkill. The unit weighs a few dozen pounds, so moving it around isn't as effortless as lifting a pitcher. For a single-person household, the cost per ounce of beverage ends up higher than buying a pack of Rieti drink cans, especially once you factor in the initial purchase price and the need to source premix syrup or concentrate. In that scenario, you'd probably be better off with a traditional fridge-mounted dispenser or even a high-capacity cooler. One of the hidden trade-offs that shows up once you plug the thing in is the temperature recovery time. The D25's insulated tank does a respectable job keeping the liquid cold, but after you've emptied a good portion of the tank during a busy event, the system can take a few minutes to bring the new batch back down to serving temperature. That lag isn't a deal-breaker for a lunchtime crowd that can tolerate a brief warm spell, but it can be a point of frustration during a high-energy party where people expect ice-cold drinks on tap the second they ask for a refill. On the practical side, the dispenser's lever mechanism is surprisingly smooth. In the reviews that are out there, users note that you can control the flow without the sudden gush you sometimes get from cheaper models that rely on gravity alone. That makes it easier to pour a single glass without splashing, which is a nice touch for a setting where you might be serving in a glassware-heavy bar. The stainless steel housing also resists fingerprints and minor scratches, so the unit maintains a professional look even after weeks of frequent use. The downside that most first-time owners discover is the cleaning routine. Because the dispenser is designed for premix solutions that can contain sugars or flavorings, you'll need to flush the tank regularly to avoid buildup. The D25 comes with a removable lid and a hose for rinsing, but the process isn't fully automated. You have to disassemble a couple of components and run a cleaning solution through the system yourself. If you're not comfortable with a bit of hands-on maintenance, that could be a deterrent, especially compared with sealed soda fountains that have a simple clean button. Another practical consideration is the power draw. While the unit is rated for standard household voltage, it does pull enough current that you'll want to keep it on a dedicated outlet rather than sharing a plug with a high-wattage appliance like a microwave. In a cramped kitchen or a small office break room, that might mean you need to rearrange your power strip setup, which is a minor inconvenience, but worth planning for ahead of time. So, who should walk away with a purchase? If you're managing a venue, think a coffee shop that offers cold brew on tap, a small catering operation, or an office that wants to replace disposable bottles with a reusable dispenser. The D25 offers a tangible reduction in waste and a consistent drink temperature that can impress regular customers. It also makes sense for families that love to entertain regularly and have a go-to cocktail or iced tea recipe they want to serve in bulk without the hassle of mixing each glass by hand. The value in those cases comes from the time saved and the professional presentation, which can justify the higher upfront cost. Who should skip it? Solo dwellers, occasional party hosts who only need a couple of drinks per event, or anyone who isn't comfortable with a semi-regular cleaning regimen. For those users, the price point and the extra countertop space might not translate into a clear benefit, and a simpler solution will likely deliver the same satisfaction. When you weigh the strength steady, controllable flow, decent insulation, and a sleek stainless finish against the weaknesses maintenance effort, temperature recovery lag, and the need.